Hi, this is Kevin with Map Practical. Just a quick tutorial to show you how to mask contour lines in Illustrator. I got this tip from Alex Tate at International Mapping through my membership in NACIS. It's one of the great things I really like about NACIS is all the professional sharing of techniques that go on. So we could zoom in here and take a look. Now of course you could select your contour line, right, and you could cut it on either side and then delete it. Now, that would work, but that's a lot of work if you have a ton of contour lines. So imagine if you had a couple of hundred of contour lines that were exported out of ArcGIS. So it's actually much easier to mask them over here in the Layers palette. So use Control-Z and get our contour back. So we look over here in Layers. We just have a couple of layers, contour lines and contour labels. We're going to lock our contour lines. And contour labels we're just going to highlight, and in the drop down we're going to duplicate it. So there we go. And I'm going to lock my original contour labels layer and make it transparent with the eyeball. And then I'm just going to highlight that and select all of them with the little selection oval here, and then I'm going to go up to Type and create outlines. You could use Shift Control 0 to create outlines, or you can just go up to the window in the menu, and then I'm going to go up to Object and Path and Offset Path. And over here we can preview. I have it set at 2. The key thing here is that you want it to fill in all the gaps in the type and say OK. Alright, now we have to go back to the Layers palette and select everything. If we look, there's all these groups, and inside those groups there's compound paths, and it's actually quite complicated. So the best thing to do is actually select it in the Layers palette. Then we're going to go over to the Pathfinder, and under the shape modes we're going to use the Unite, and then when the little pop-up comes up it tells you to use Alt and click, and that Expand gives you a compound path. Now all those little cutouts are one compound path. Great. Alright, let's zoom out and take a look. Then I'm going to use M to get my rectangle tool, and I'm just going to create a box around all my entire map, all my contours. And then I'm going to select everything inside that layer again in the Layers palette. And I'm going to make my way on up to Object and then Compound Path, Make. And you can see what has happened is it's made a cookie cutter of all those paths. If we go over to the Layers palette, there's one compound path with all those cutouts. And now I'm going to go ahead and unlock my contour lines, take this compound path and move it down into my contour lines. Now that contour labels layer, there's nothing in it, we can get rid of it. We'll just delete it. Okay, and then if I turn on my contour labels, you can see them pop up. Now let's take a look in here. We've got the compound path and all of my contours. We don't need to have anything selected. We could just have the contour lines highlighted, look in the drop down menu again and do Make Clipping Mask. And ta-da, there we have it. So what has happened is we've made a compound clipping mask that's masked out all the lines behind the contour labels. You can see this when we toggle back and forth with the eyeball, the lines reappear as you turn the mask off. You can also go in and adjust the mask. So suppose it didn't quite catch the line the way you wanted it to, you can adjust the mask and pull it over and make it just right. Okay, that's pretty much it. Hope that's helpful. Please watch the video again if you didn't understand something, or you can also look at the PDF tutorial that's linked on the blog. Thanks a lot, and enjoy your mapping. Take care.